on number 2, here we're looking at a linear function. I'm going to change my pen color again. And we're going to use the definition for a Laplace transform and do the work for calculating the Laplace transform with 3t. And so here I get the Laplace of 3t is, again we have the integral as t goes from 0 to infinity, e to the negative st times our function times 3t. You can bring the 3 out in front. The 3 is just a constant. And here to do this integration, we'll have to integrate by parts. Let me let u equal t and dv equal e to the negative st dt. Then du is going to be dt, and v is going to be the integral of e to the negative st, which is e to the negative st divided by negative s. Integrating by parts, I'm going to get uv. That's going to give me t e to the negative st over negative s, and that's evaluated at my limits at 0 and the limit as t goes to infinity, minus v du. And that's going to give me e to the negative st divided by negative s dt. These negatives will cancel out. And that 3 is outside of everything, so let me put that inside braces, or outside the braces. So I'm going to get 3. I'll wait to evaluate this until our next step. T e to the negative st divided by negative s, limit as t goes to infinity, 0, plus, here I can bring the 1 over s out and multiply by the integral e to the negative st dt. And here again, when you take the integral of e to the negative st dt, you get e to the negative st divided by negative s. That gets evaluated as t goes to infinity and at 0. Okay, so now let me do my evaluation. And I'll evaluate both of these at the same time. So let's look as t goes to infinity. We talked about e to the negative st. If we limit s to being positive, then e to the negative st at infinity will go to 0. And this exponential function goes to 0 faster than this t goes to infinity. And so this whole part at infinity becomes 0. You get 0 divided by negative s, or 0. Well, and then let me do the 0. Minus, when t is 0, this becomes 0 because t is 0. 0 times, this would become a 1, which is still 0 divided by negative s. Plus, Actually, this is going to be a minus 1 over s squared. If you take that negative s along with this positive s, and the limit as t goes to infinity of e to the negative st is going to be 0, as long as s is greater than 0. And at 0, this exponent becomes a 1, and I've already taken out the negative s, so that's just 0 minus 1. And so I get 3, this is 0, that drops out, and this is a negative, and a negative 1 gives me 1 over s squared, or 3 over s squared, where s is greater than 0. Okay, the Laplace transform of 3t is going to be 3 over s squared when s is greater than 0.